Hello there, my name is Brandon Wood, and I'm going to utilize Minecraft to show what my play personality is. And I really believe that I'm the Joker, Explorer, Competitor, Director, Collector, Artist, Creator, and Storyteller all in one. One of my biggest things that I love about life is I'm always playing no matter what, whether it be something more difficult in life or whether it be something that is just going out having some fun. And I'm going to utilize what I have done in the past year or so on this Minecraft server world to show you that each example of each one of my play personalities. So here we go. Alrighty, so I'm going to show a couple pictures on how I represent what my play personality of the Joker is. With everyone around me, I love to make them laugh, and I really think that brings out a good, I would say a light in the day for make everyone's mood bright and happy. But I do love, 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 love my pranks. And growing up, I always play pranks, but what I will show you here in the pictures is the server host took a little bit of a hiatus due to work and lent the hosting rights to his friend. Now, his friend and I talked a little bit, and I came up with a fun idea where I'm going to blow up the server host's house. Now, of course, we made a backup, so once we blew it up, he would replace the original form back there so as if nothing had actually happened. But while I blew up the server host's house, I took many different screenshots and showed it to him through a social network. And so he had this image in his head that I just destroyed his house and he could not do anything about it. Now, shortly after, he does know me and how I love to play my pranks and stuff like that. And so he easily guessed that within an hour what had happened, that his house was just fine. But I definitely enjoyed playing a little prank like that. So now I'm going to go ahead and move on to the Explorer play personality. Now this is one of my strongest, showing everyone knows it. In fact, a lot of the people who log on to the server and is looking for a new place to settle down, they ask me what is the most beautiful place I can go to, and I'm going to know it off the top of my head. But I'm constantly going out and exploring vast distances away from my house here. And I'm always seeing all these beautiful different areas, which I'm going to go ahead and start showing some photos or pictures of them, and different things. And I'm always exploring. I've got little airships here that I can start flying around with, and just really looking at the land. And when I'm traveling on it on foot, I have this I'm always exploring so much that I have this perfect sense of direction that at all times I know exactly where my house is, so I can keep exploring and going, and always know exactly where home is. And it's quite fun, and you get to see things because this game is a random seed generator. What that does is it allows you to never see the same thing twice. So this world is always different, and sometimes you can get a seed that's not that exciting. Then you can get one that does, you can see stuff like this, and it's one of my favorite things to do. Now to move on to my competitor play personality, that one's a little bit more fun. In fact, actually, a lot of the time, the server host, he likes to build the most intricate, large, most massive houses possible. He built a large one, and that was actually seen in the Joker representation of my play personality. But in this one, the sheer size difference is this house that I built was my way of being competitive with him. And him and I, we bounce off each other in a very positive, competitive way, where he builds something and then I want to outshine him, and then he wants to outshine me, and it just keeps going until we have these magnificent structures. And we're always doing it in good fun, and we always appreciate what each other have built and definitely like it. So we're always very competitive. And so it just really represents perfectly through Minecraft with the community, especially when we go into the player versus player battle arenas that we host every once in a while. You're always trying to be the very first one to make it to the end. Even if there's no prize, we just want to be the top, combatant there. Now I want to go ahead and go over the director play personality. There were 5 people who built magnificent houses. It's this house right here, this one right here, which is the server host. He's that I showed in the Joker play personality. There's this one here, which is rendering a little bit slow, and then there's this one over here, which this one's actually mine. And then this last one right over here. Now, us 5 were what we call the council, which really organizes and sets the server where it needs to be, and we're directing people to, what's the rules on the server. We're also hosting different types of events and building all kinds of different things. We're building arenas and hosting events there, and player versus player battles, all kinds of different things. And it's a lot of fun to be able to organize these massive events, and we're starting to get to about 30 people that are going to be on. And with that, it takes a lot of organization, a lot of commitment, but it's also when you go back, it takes a lot of work, but when you look back, you really, it's kind of breathtaking to see that you just organized so many people to do something so much fun and made sure everyone enjoyed themselves. So for the collector play personality now, for those who actually, for those who play in Minecraft, they know, you never collect your dirt, you throw it away, or gravel or anything really. I don't really ever throw anything away because I love to collect as much as I possibly can, and at times I can actually utilize it. But this is my biggest representation. Now this took me months to do, probably about 2 or 3 months. Each one of these tall red tanks here is filled with oil. Now that is a type of, it's a fuel source for certain engines in this game so that you can do advanced stuff through the mods. Now this entire set right here is pretty much double through this. Now the volume representation between these red tanks to this white tank does not represent very well, but what you see here is another whole set of what's right here. And this also feeds into my competitive side, where I want to be the #1 person for holding oil on the server and being able to sell it. But I really just love collecting materials, and this right here is pretty much, it's a collection of memories, from binge watching Netflix on the side while I'm collecting the oil, and all the experiences and all the knowledge that I had learned, and being able to do all the things I did. So as much as these, this is a simple collection here, a lot of the time for me, collection is really what it represents. I'm going to quickly go over the artist and creator play personality, because through most of this you're pretty much seeing a heavy representation of it, because most of what this game entails is building, and you can see I love to play with the many different colors, and just really create a beautiful atmosphere to work with. Now a lot of people, what they will do is they build in this very blocky style chunks, which you can see through a foundation. This is basically a quick build, building the infrastructure first, and then I'm going to start detailing it later. That's pretty much what this is. You can see a very blocky style to it. It's not much going on, and that's actually how I started with all of this. And then very slowly I'm adding in color and shape and different design to it, to really bring out just everything. And then I'll start playing with colors and everything like that. So really, everything that you'll be seeing and that you have seen is a perfect representation of the artist/creator play personality. Now I want to move on over to the storyteller play personality. On our previous map of the server, which we sadly lost and had to start all over on a blank slate, I had taken this mod, which we do currently have and I'm going to utilize later because I love it so much, is called Bibliocraft. Now what it does is allows you to create or make a book and be able to scribe down your thoughts, or pretty much whatever you want. And I utilize that to create poems and stories about the landscape. With this server map wipe and starting all over again, This time I decided to build it, and this is my first of many ideas that I have. This one here is what I call Sunflower Village, where each and every single one of these buildings actually has purpose or an idea to it, whether it be, this is a town hall, huts, this is a the fisherman's hut, But the great story about it is that the villagers did not know how to upkeep their uh, the dam here, and this dam actually held back lava. And as you can see, it cracked and destroyed a bunch of houses, and the villagers left. So I really love to just create a story, because a lot of the time in Minecraft you can physically change the environment. And you can create these beautiful things, but they have no meaning or significance. And with this storytelling that I can do through this mod of Bibliocraft, or just talking with other gamers that I'm with, I can really give more immersion to the landscape. Now, when relating everything from my past, present, and future, it was kind of funny because growing up, I never really fit into any crowd. I had such a diverse level of what is play for me. With these friends, they love to draw, so I drew with them. These friends, they like to play sports, so played competitive sports with them. And growing up, I really hit every aspect of play, and that's probably why I have such a variety of these play personalities. I don't think there's any that actually fits as one for me, because there's so much that I enjoy. As for present, that actually may be why right here Minecraft is such a huge a game for me, and why I'm representing it for this assignment. Because really, I've been playing this game for about 2 years now, maybe a little bit over at this point, and you can see through everything that I have gone over that it really encompasses every play personality, and it really does it in a strong way, and that may be the reason why these couple years later that I still to this day love playing this game and have never gotten bored of it. So I think that really says a lot for what the present is now. Now, as for the future, playing Minecraft is definitely great. There's going to be a point where that's going to stop. I'll probably find something else or be too busy. And what I think it's going to be really is what my pursuit is now is game design, and that's why I'm in the education here at Full Sail. For game design, it's quite amazing because it kind of encompasses all these different play personalities and would satisfy what I'm looking for. I've bounced around from many ideas for about 10 years now, after about late high school to about now. Different careers that I want, but none of them actually had what I was looking for. It might help out with one or two different play personalities, but never really all the stuff that game design does. And for example, for game design, it would require an artistic side of 3D design, 2D art, and storyboard writing and writing down stories and stuff like that for storyteller, and even the Joker, which I'm really looking forward to. Where I can play pranks on the clientele, or those who are, or the customers who are buying and playing the game. You can design a couple things to play with them a little bit, and have a little bit of fun. So going in the future, I'm really looking forward to this game design, and being able to complete this degree and get a job in it, because I really think it's going to encompass all these different play personalities.